Hi guys, I've just finished filming. Here's the mess. And this is going to be the beginning of my first ever vlog. Yes! And this weekend is going to be quite special for me because my boyfriend is taking an exam. So he's going to be studying all. My camera cut me off. So yeah, as I said, my boyfriend will be studying all weekends, which means I'm going to have a lot of time to read. So I thought, why not do a reading vlog? I've never done one before. And I have some plans. Let me tell you about it. One moment. I'm trying to finish a Dark So Cursed and Lonely that I own on ebook. So that's my priority for this weekend, trying to finish that. I'm going to be listening to the audiobook of The Invisible Life of Addie Larue because I want to be done with that before it gets turned back to the library. If I manage to finish the ebook of A Curse So Dark and Lonely, I'm going to be picking up either Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo or From Blood and Ash. And I want to film a video about me reacting to the trailer and all that's out of the Netflix show for that one because I don't know anything and I thought it might be funny. I'm going to have probably expectations that are super wrong, not accurate at all. So my other choice is From Blood and Ash. I just got it and it's going to be Valentine's Day next week and I thought, yeah, that could be fitting. So I posted a poll on my Instagram and so far it's kind of tight. We'll see which one wins. Either way, like those are my two next reads for sure. If I pick that one, then it will be that one and vice versa. I'm done. So work got the best of me. I'm tired AF. It's 5:30. I've worked 1 hour and a half more than I was supposed to. Let me put you there. So yeah, it's a bit later than the time I usually end my day, but hey, the important part is that it's over for today and I'm done with it and I'm jumping to the next topic. So right now I'm going to cook some dinner. We're having some soup with some shrimps and with some spring rolls on the side. It's going to be fresh and yummy and everything I wanted right now. So I'm going to go cooking. And while I'm cooking, I'm hesitating because I feel like I need to be energized. So I feel like listening to some music and dance around. But at the same time, I should probably be listening to The Invisible Life of Addie Larue because if I'm not making enough progress, it's going to be returned before I have the opportunity to finish it, and that would be sad. So I'm going to decide whatever I'm going to listen to and start cooking dinner. It's going to be delish. Forget my very messy stove. This is going to be so delicious. It's soup with some shiitake mushroom, with some ginger, some shrimps, and there's going to be those rice vermicelli. I didn't listen to my audiobook. I was too tired. I needed something to pump me up a bit, so I was listening to future nostalgia and having much fun in the kitchen, doing a dance party and cooking. But now I think about half an hour before my partner comes home, so I could either read some A Curse So Dark and Lonely on my Kindle and listen to music, or 2, play some Animal Crossing and listen to my audiobook. Hard choice. You should try to guess. Write in the comments down below which one you think I will choose. Will I choose my audiobook and play some Animal Crossing, or will I choose to read my ebook and listen to some instrumental music? Doom, 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 doom. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me start the party. Woo! Boop. I put on a dress today. Hi, good morning. So this is Friday. Yesterday I was able to read 50 pages of A Curse So Dark and Lonely before going to bed, and I did listen a bit of my audiobook, not as much as I wanted to, but hey, we're going to make some good progress this weekend, I'm pretty sure of it. So the plan for today is finishing work. I should finish up pretty early today, like around 3. I started early too. I had a bad morning, like my computer wasn't cooperating. I had to call the help desk and it took like an hour before I could do any work, and I wanted to start early. So that was a bummer. But other than that, I'm going to do work, finish up at 3. I have some errands to run, and after that, it's going to be the weekend. Yay! I just finished up work and now I'm in the car. My boyfriend is inside the convention store and we're going to do some shopping. Good morning. So I woke up, I got dressed, I ate breakfast. Last night I stayed up late reading fan fictions and not reading my book. Oops. You know, sometimes when you want to read something very specific. Yesterday I was in a coffee shop bakery mood. So I indulged myself until 2 a.m. and I'm definitely the type of person who gets into bed pretty early. Like I try to get to sleep around 9:30, 10, so I'm in bed like at 8:30. So that's definitely a late night for me. And now I'm going to finish reading A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I'm not getting out of this house before I'm done. Okay, maybe to go take a walk, but so I have, I think, 100 pages left. And if you don't know what the story is about, it's the story of Harper, which lives in our world, and she has a pretty complicated life. Her mother is very sick. His father was in debt. He borrowed some money from some shady people, and he just one day went away, and his older brother and her older brother is now the one that has to deal with the consequences of the father's misconduct. So one day Harper is walking out and she sees a guy that's trying to kidnap a girl, and she decides to interfere. And little does she know, the guy is actually a guard from an other dimension where there's a curse going on, and he's trying to help the prince find someone who will love him and break the curse. So it's basically a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and so far it's good. I like I think the dialogue between characters is nice. I like the fact that relationships are building up slowly, so it doesn't feel like insta friendship or insta love. I like that. And the plot so far, I think it's mainly on my part, but I think I'm kind of tired to see the same repetitive storyline, because I personally am not the biggest fan of fairy tales retelling that I already know, because I already know everything that's going to happen. Sorry, I got interrupted while I was speaking. So yeah, I was saying how I'm not opposed to fairy tale retelling, but for sure it's going to taint my appreciation, the fact that plot-wise I kind of know everything that's going to happen. I have to say that if I compare so far A Curse So Dark and Lonely and sending a court of thorns and roses, I have to say that the big thing that's different is the villain. The villain is not very well executed. In the latter, while in A Curse So Dark and Lonely, I think that she has a bit more meat and feels a little bit less cartoonish, and I feel like we see her through the story, which makes her more believable, and her reasons feel a bit more reasonable to be mad too. So I'm going to end that book tell you how I feel about it. And otherwise today I would like to start editing my book haul that's probably already up on my channel. And after that, who knows, maybe I'm going to play some video games and listen to The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. For my reading update, I've been sitting here reading a bit, but I took a break for an hour and a half to do some cleaning with my partner. He took a study break at the same time. So clean. So now I'm going to get focused and finish that book. I'm going to finish A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I have maybe 50 pages left, so I can definitely do it. I'm going to sprint, finish that, and I'm going to be able to start From Blood and Ash, I hope, tonight. Just wanted to jump in and talk a bit about the book because I'm almost done with it. And there's this quote that's very inspiring to me. It says, "Failure isn't absolute. Just because you couldn't save everyone doesn't mean you didn't save anyone." And that's one of the things that I think that book does well. Is it has nuance. It's very gray. Nothing comes easy. There's a lot of decisions to take, and every one of them would come with consequences, which I think is fair because in real life that's how it goes. And there's no absolute choice that you can make that will make everything perfect. Well, maybe in some cases, but most cases are that you cannot control every single consequences of your decisions. So yeah, I really like that. Another thing that I think I wish could have been more in the book is Harper's brother and his boyfriend. I do like them a lot, and I think they're interesting as background characters, side characters. Yeah, so I have like, I think maybe 10 pages left, but I just went through all the action and now we're kind of in the resolution state, and I'm not done yet, but so far, you know, not everything's pink. It's I like those kind of endings, so I'm probably heading toward giving it probably a 4-star, either 3.75 or 4 stars. I just finished it, and the last like 10 pages were about a specific character and a big revelation was told. I kind of saw it coming, but the way it ended, boo boo. I'm shook. I'm in. That cliffhanger though, I'll have to read the next one. Let me put you there and stop moving around. I feel like the last kind of people to defeat at the end lacked a bit of, here are the two things I think could have been done. The first one is give him a bit more depth to the foreign kingdom that's wishing to invade Emberfall, because they didn't get that much and it just seems like, okay, we're here because we want land and that's pretty much it. So maybe a bit more of backdrop to that could have given it a bit more depth. The other thing I'm thinking is it would have made it harder and grayer if the final menace wasn't an other kingdom, but the people from, a part of the people from Ren's kingdom, from Emberfall, that has lost faith and are just sick of that monster and are there to defeat him. A bit like in the real tale, Beauty and the Beast, it's the people from the village that comes to kill it at the end. So some people are for, some people are against, whatever. I think that either going for one of those routes, either giving it more depth to that other kingdom, or maybe making some group in Emberfall rebel could have made the story a bit more, just made it a bit more difficult at the end. Which choice are we going to make? Because I think it could have been an opportunity too, because we've seen in the book Ren face some people that are in his kingdom but not believing in him anymore, and at one point one of them wanted to kill one of them for assaulting him, and Harper said no and he did not. So I think it could have been that recurring theme, and at the end see that he has evolved, he has changed, and he's not going to kill them anymore, or something like that. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, and you know, those are my ideas. But yeah, I still really enjoyed it. I'm just reflecting on how it could have been just that little to push it to a 5-star, but still a good read. It was fun. I just spent the afternoon with my boyfriend, and now it's time to go to bed. And I'm finally picking up from Blood and Ash. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. There's a change of plans. I was supposed to go skate with my sisters today, but turns out one of them didn't go and buy some skates. So we'll go next weekend instead. And I think for this afternoon, me and my partner are going to play a board game, eat supper, and yeah, I hope to get some reading done. Last night I wanted to start Blood and Ash. I read the 1 pages and I fell asleep. So I need to make some progress today. I'll keep you posted. Hi guys, we are currently Monday morning. It's just a bit past 7. I woke up at 6:30, got ready, and now I'm going to make some coffee and start working. And I just wanted to jump in real quick and just resume my reading weekend. I'd say that reading wise it wasn't that good, not as good as I expected it to be, but I was still able to finish A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and I was also able to reach the 50% mark of my audiobook, The Invisible Life of Addie Larue, and I started from Blood and Ash. I'm not very far into it though. I'm not even 100 pages into it. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm tying up my shoes. So yeah, to resume my thoughts, for A Curse So Dark and Lonely, I finished it. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it had a nice pacing. I liked the fact that no decision came with no consequences. The thing I think could have been done better is the final antagonist. One of the final antagonists could have had just a bit more backstory to give us a bit more depth, I feel like. And that's pretty much it for that one. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend if you want a quick, fast-paced Beauty and the Beast YA retelling. Then for The Invisible Life of Addie Larue, I'm now 50% into it. I feel like it was a very slow beginning, to be honest with you, with everybody giving it 5 stars. I thought that it would be way more fast-paced than it is. I'm not saying it's bad. At the point where I'm at, she met that guy in the prison that recognizes her, and it's in the premise of the book, so I'm not spoiling it. So she met him, and I have my speculations on what's going to happen next. And if my speculations are right, I think it's fine. It's a good book, but not a 5 stars for me so far. We'll see. We'll see how things goes in the next 50%. As for From Love and Ash, I'm not that far into it, so I don't think I give too much of my thoughts yet. I would prefer to wait for the next vlog, where I'm going to be way more advanced in that. I'm going to read it this week. So I'm going to get back to you on that one. So that was it. It's Monday. I wish you to have a nice week, and I'll see you again for my next one next week. Bye.